Hi, Stamper fans! Welcome to another Make It Monday. I am Nan Gerlitz, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Bloomington, Illinois, and I am here live on my Facebook page every Monday night at 7 p.m. Central Time in the U.S. Welcome, welcome. Um, Tonight we are doing fun paper pumpkin things. I've decided to do this every month so you can have a have an idea of what comes in the kits if you're not familiar with them. It's a really good way to kind of see what goes on and what you get, ask questions, all that kind of stuff. If you already do get them, I've got some good tips for the July kit because I'm just going to be very honest. I was a little frustrated with this one. And I will tell you exactly how I got over that because it was really easy. Hello, Penny. So glad you're here tonight. Okay, let's go ahead and switch the camera. We're just going to chat while we craft tonight. Yes, so the paper pumpkin that I'm putting together tonight was the one from July, so this past month. So you can't, like if you subscribe now, you won't get this kit. If there are leftovers, though, you can, as a subscriber, purchase past kits. But this is the one we'll be putting together tonight. I'll be showing you how to put together one of each of the three cards. And I've already pre-done these, which was good. I can't imagine trying to do these live for the first time because I put them together over the weekend, and these are fun fold cards, which they're super cute when you're done, but it was a little tricky for me to figure out how exactly they folded. So if you are a current subscriber and you have not already put together your kit, hopefully I will help you with that and give you some tips. If you are not a current subscriber, this isn't just another fun thing, right? And I'll let you know what the August kit is supposed to be like during this video as well. So as I said, I already put together one of each of these over the weekend, so I've got a good idea of what we're doing. I've got things kind of together. Hopefully we'll be good. So when you get your paper pumpkin kit, you subscribe by the 10th of every month. So any month you want to jump in on the bandwagon, just do it by the 10th, and then you'll get that month's kit. And when you get it, you get these full color instructions, which were the thing that were a little confusing to me this month. But as I said, I have a solution for you on that. The cool thing is they'll tell you, okay, card number 1, card number 2, card number 3, here's like all of the components you need for this one, and for this one, and for this one. So you can kind of get those all, everything's kind of pre-die cut, pre-punched, a lot of things are pre-printed. So you'll do a little bit of stamping, your adhesive is included, everything's good, right? But you can kind of punch all these pieces out and put them in piles so you know what goes with what, and then just kind of start with one card, right? And then when you open it all up, it'll tell you, okay, here's card number 1, here's your steps, card number 2. So there's no words, it's just all pictures, and it tells you which adhesives to use, so glue dots or tear and tape. The adhesives sometimes are different. For those of you that hadn't noticed or are not familiar, there is a ruler along the edge of one side of your instructions, which is great when they include like ribbon or twine or anything, and they tell you, oh, cut a 12-inch piece of twine. You've got a ruler built in. So literally you have everything you need in the box. You just need to grab a pair of scissors from your house, and that's it. So very, very fun. Okay, so let's jump in and we will talk more as we're stamping, right? So we're going to do this one first. And hopefully I can remember how this goes. So, as I said, I got a little frustrated trying to figure out how to fold these cards because I was just looking at the picture, which is fine. It looks pretty self-explanatory, like, okay, that part's a big mountain fold, and then it just goes up, down, right? And the score lines are all there for you. So this part goes like that, right? Then this back one also goes like that. So you can kind of do those at the same time. Then this front one also is what we call a mountain fold. So, because it makes a mountain, right? So this skinny part, you're going to fold in a mountain fold, or, white white pieces together. This, oh, see, I did it. Did I do it wrong? I did it wrong again. This part. So it's the far two on the other section that are going to get mountain folds. And then you literally just accordion fold them afterwards. So if that one went that way, this one's going to go in and then out and then in and boom. So that's the best way I can tell you to do it. We're going to do that 2 more times so it'll help you understand. I will say when you have a fun fold card, it's really nice to have a bone folder to really get a good crisp crease on all of those folds so that it stays the way it's supposed to. So then it stands up like that, or you can see it from the side. Cool? Okay. So now we have other fun pieces. So it's like, okay, do that fold. And like I said, it was kind of tricky trying to figure this out. Well, here's the deal. I remembered that every month Paper Pumpkin, well, Stampin' Up, also puts out a video. And it's not a talking video like I do. It's got some nice little music in the background, and you're just watching somebody put together the kit. So that is what I did. I watched her do it, fold this card base once, and then I rewound it a little bit, and I watched her do the first fold, and I paused it, and I did that first fold, and then I watched her do the next one, and I paused it, and I did the next one. I was like, okay, now I think I got it. So always remember, if you are a person that learns better by watching somebody do it, and you can do it along with them, we have a video that comes out every month showing exactly how the paper pumpkin gets put together per the instructions. You can, of course, go rogue and do whatever you want with the ingredients in the kit. So, okay, so we've got our base folded. And again, I will do that a couple more times. Next, they're telling me, oh, grab that pretty little panel with the blue sea and the palm trees. And doesn't that sound lovely? Nice coconutty drink in my hand. And they also included, where is it? The tear and tape in this kit. So like I said, your adhesives are included in the paper pumpkin kits. Fabulous idea. So you really just need a pair of scissors. And they're telling us here, oh, just put some adhesive. So I've got this all folded. I'm going to put a little bit of the tear and tape right above that fold line. And then right below that fold line. You don't need to get it all the way to the edge. So if you see, I've got that, it's in the kind of crease part. So it's what's going to stick above. Now, usually when I do tear and tape, I like to run my bone folder over it. It gives it a really good adhesion to the cardstock. Yeah, the instructions are just a suggestion. Yeah, for you Pirates of the Caribbean fans. They're more like a guideline, actually. Another thing I really love to use when I do the paper pumpkins especially, but pretty much, I've told you guys this before, my take your pick tool is always on my craft table. But I like peeling off the backing from the tear and tape with this. It's much, much easier. You can absolutely do it with your nails or, I don't know, maybe a mechanical pencil. But you see, I've even got some nails, and while it's fine, it's just easier with my take your pick. So we're going to take this panel, and I'm just going to put it in that divot. Okay, and it's just going to fit all the way side to side. And that tear and tape is just going to hold it right there. So when it's kind of open, it'll be pretty even with that other C line. Okay. And then it says, okay, hey, you got that? That's good. Then we're going to, oh my gosh, this is super, super cute. So there is this little curved kind of bit of beach. And we're also going to need to stamp a little bit. It told us to do that first, but I never do that in order for some reason. And then we're also going to need a crab. Super cute. So first I will put my tear and tape on the bottom of this little sandy beach, which is what they told me. I actually went to high school with a girl named Sandy Beach, and she had a brother named Rocky Beach and Sandy Beach. Yeah. True story. Yep, I wish I was kidding. So, all right. So that one is going to go all the way on the front piece, just even with the bottom. Da, 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 da. So we've got some fun little beach happening there. I think that was actually supposed to go in the middle. So this one's different. You guys, I thought this was going to go a lot smoother. Too funny. Make it your own, dog. And I forgot my block. Hold a moment. So when you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, you don't even need to buy your own block. In the very first kit you get, they will send you a size D block. It's a little skinnier, but it's the same size, and it will fit any stamp they send you. So you don't ever need to buy another block if you don't want. Okay, so this one they're suggesting Hello Sunshine, which I love because that is what the Stamper Man calls me. I've been called his sunshine for more than 35 years. And I am using my full-size Daffodil Delight pad, but you get a little ink spot, so you don't even have to buy ink pads. Now, the cool part about this, I absolutely love it. Clean off my stamp. Is this little die-cut crab that was already cut out for me, and I didn't need to do anything to him. He's got little cutouts in his pinchers so that that sentiment banner tucks right into his claws. Like, how adorable is that? So he's holding it. I love it. So we're going to I'm just going to position that so that it's not covering up the words at all. And then the instructions will even tell you exactly where to put your glue dots and things. So once again, I grab my Take Your Pick tool. You can totally do these with just your hands, but why when there's a tool? And I'm going to put that glue dot kind of over his claw and also on the banner piece, because that way I know it won't move. And then they've told me to put a couple of down by his feet. And we'll pop those backings off. And he is going to get tucked in this second little divot behind here. Yeah? Yeah, that's why I screwed that up. We're going to put him in front. Because why not? No, we can't put him in front. I'm just going to take the sticky off the back of these glue dots because that's the part that's worrying me. All right, so he's going to hang down here. Going to smoosh him. Okay, so he's cool. And now we get to add cool surfboards as well. So I love all of these are pre-printed in Stampin' Up's colors, so they're going to match things. It's so fun. Your moonbeam? Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. So Kylie is the star twinkle. And so then when Cooper came along, we decided he makes the moon dance. So he's close to you, Penny. All right, so bone folder. Let's put that tear and tape down really well. So if you don't have the Take Your Pick tool, I imagine you could use, something out of like a sewing collection, like a little sewing kit if you have one. This is going to go all the way down to the bottom and all the way side to side because it was designed that way. Oh, and I was also supposed to put a little glue dot back here, so that's easy to do. We'll just tuck it back there. Boom. So cute. I like that kid too. He's pretty fun. He can be exhausting. He's not really so much a kid anymore either. Okay, and then we want a seashell and a starfish, which again, all pre-printed and pre-die cut for us. I love it. So really, if you like to craft and you like, or sometimes you're like, my brain is mush, and I would love to go down and just, do some crafting, but I can't even figure out the first thing to do. Oh, paper pumpkin, love it. Oh, I think we all can be exhausting. I don't fault either of you for that. So a little seashell, a little starfish, and then, because we're not done, no, of course not, embellishments on top of it. So these little kind of crystal, I don't know, are they really pretty shimmery pieces of sand? Are they drops of water? Are they treasures that floated up to the beach? Who knows? I'm actually going to use my putty tip for this because it's just easier for me. So we will put one over here. And one down here. And then let's do our little triangle guy, right? And if I can get him to pick up one right up there. Voila! So the cool thing about these is they stand really well, right? And I'll show you the one I put together over the weekend. So that is where your crab is supposed to be. He's supposed to be sticking up a little bit more. He's just shy in this one. But yeah, they stand up really well. So if you want to have like some cool decor or something like that. Now, for those of you that have this kit, another thing you can do is make a template out of one of your card bases so that you can actually recreate this with your own cardstock and stuff. You can do your own version of this card. And I was thinking I would do that. Maybe help. It's not going to happen this week, but maybe next week I will do a template and I will post that on the Facebook page so you guys can see the measurements and stuff that you would need to cut. And the reason it's not happening this week is because we are going up to Appleton, Wisconsin this week to the Mile of Music Festival. And I cannot wait. So excited. Like, is it Wednesday already? Can't wait. Yeah, there's like 400 artists and 40 venues, and it's just music all the way Thursday through Sunday. It's amazing. So this will be either our third or fourth time. I want to say it's our fourth time, but I can't remember. So COVID got in the way and I'm all fuzzy now. So all right, so let's pop this next one out because I don't want to keep you here all night, but I am making 3 cards instead of 1. So there's that. All right, we're going to do it right this time, right off. So we're going to fold this one into that mountain fold, and then this one into a mountain fold, and then this one into a mountain fold, and then just accordion everything else. That was so much easier once I figured out, like, oh, okay, once I get these guys right, then it's just accordion. Just back and forth, back and forth. So much easier than trying to look at that picture. And normally when I look at a picture, I have very good like spatial recognition and all that. So normally I can figure things out pretty easily, but man, I just was having a tough time with this one for some reason. So I love that we have those videos that Stampin' Up! Just produces. You don't have to wait for one of us demonstrators to get our kit and figure it out and post it for you. They do it. It's awesome. So you've got your written instructions, you've got videos from Stampin' Up!, and you've got plenty of us demonstrators that are happy to give you some tips. So just like the last one, we're going to put some tear and tape up on that short section. A little bone folder, make sure that's good and stuck down. And pull off your backing. So if you were making this card without the kit, you could totally use your Stampin' Seal, you could use your liquid glue, you could use more glue dots if you want. They just put in whatever is, economically good for the kit for the price of it. So, and we have this cool little beach and sky. So we're going to tuck that again into the divot, into the valley, and then just stick that on. So there we've got that. So pretty. I love the colors in this one too. All right, then we have a cool Adirondack chair, and I'm going to show you. So once again, these were pre-die cut, so there was no poking out the little holes or anything. You just had to punch it out of the paper. But you can see that it's very flat and white on this side, and on this side, hopefully you can see there's like a little bit of a beveled edge. Yeah. I'm not even sure if you guys can see it, but there is a slight beveled edge. So that's what I decided was the front of it. It doesn't really matter. I don't think it's, as my mother used to say, it'll never show on a galloping horse. So now one thing I did notice about this is when I was looking at the instructions, you see this little wavy beach line that's behind the chair? Well, I think this got printed wrong because that wavy beach line is tucked into that valley. So that might be confusing for some of you, that if you were trying to put together the kit and maybe you thought you did it wrong, you did not do it wrong. It just got printed in a weird place, I think. So no big deal because it's still adorable. So the instructions tell us to just put a little tear and tape on the back of that thick piece right there. And that's all we're going to need for him. If I were sitting in this chair, I think you would need a little bit more. Well, hello there, Michelle. Nice of you to join us. Happy to see you. So I'm just going to pop him down here. And I did this a little differently on my one on Saturday, and I'll show you too. But this is what they're telling you to do, is put it in that middle spot. And then we have some flippy floppies. And these just need, well, that's a backing that was already there. So 2 glue dots down at the toe tips. Toe tips, tiptoes, whatever. All right, and these are going to hang out next to our Adirondack chair. I am going to stick them up a little bit more so you can see them better. Fun. And then we have our big umbrella piece, which I also love. I've got a couple of alternatives to show you at the end of the video too, and I made a really cool one with the umbrella. It was actually a suggestion on the back of the instructions, so I took that as inspiration and changed it up just slightly. But it's super fun. It's my favorite. So yeah, I love that they include some different ones on the back. So if you want to do something a little different, but you need some ideas, they've given you some of those too. And then we have a very awesome Facebook group that one of our demonstrators has put together. It's the Paper Pumpkin Fan Club. And oh my gosh, everybody, demonstrators and customers and everybody alike, just puts all sorts of stuff like, here, I finished my kit, and they'll show you exactly what it looks like per the instructions, or there's a whole lot of alternative stuff that people do. So this one, again, is going to go side to side all the way at the bottom. And then that one little glue dot will hold that umbrella up there. So fun. We're not done yet. Nope. It's going to get even cuter. All right, and then we've got this cool little sign holder on a beach. And how cool is this? Because I thought, why did they do that? Oh, I know why. Instead of making you stamp on this, just in case you mess it up, they gave you 4 of these to stamp on, and it fits perfectly in there. So in case you mess up your stamping, you can flip it over. Oh, you messed it up again? They gave you 1 extra. So you got a few shots to get this right. And this one says, relax, you deserve it. And isn't that the truth? We all deserve it. Okay, so we were talking about flip-flops a second ago, and I want to tell you, over the weekend I was out looking for sandals because, it's almost August, so now's the time to buy sandals because nobody's out of my size. Yeah, everybody. So, but I wanted like some walking sandals, and here I was like, I'd been looking for them a while and just never really hunkered down and looked. And I want them for this week so that when I'm walking around, I don't have to wear gym shoes and have like hot flashes. So TMI? I don't know. Anyway, so looking for sandals. So we went to DSW, and while they had some, they didn't have what I was looking for, or they didn't have my size or whatever. And so I went back to the clearance section to see if I could find any there. And no, I didn't. But I found the coolest pair of Vans for 60% off. I got complimented today at work by a 20-something-year-old. So I'm basically the coolest thing ever. It's my first pair of Vans, so I was pretty excited. All right, so that's going to go pop right on there. And then this guy gets a little bit of tear and tape along the bottom as well. I'm going to cheat and just use my fingernail that time. And this one's going to go on this side. Again, just right along the bottom there. And then we've got a pair of sunglasses because it definitely looks bright out there today, right? So I'm thinking the person that was sitting in that chair might have gone to the bathroom, but they really should have taken their sunglasses because, dude, it's bright out. It looks like I'm supposed to have a seashell there too, but I must have dropped it. So we're not having a seashell on this one. So there you go. Super fun card again. Very bright and beachy. And I will show you the one I did because I wanted to see more of that chair. So I actually mounted it to this back panel. And that way you can see more of the chair instead of it being covered by the sign and everything. And there's my seashell. So fun. So who knows who's going to get these cards for me because they're pretty darn cute. I might have to send one to our travel agent. Okay, lastly, one more to go. Okay, so mountain fold on the outside, right? Don't worry about scrunching the whole thing. Just get that kind of going. And then that last one is a mountain fold. And the last one on this side is a mountain fold. And then just accordion. Just back and forth. And boom. Give it a good burnish. Love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, I forgot my bling. Thank you, Penny. Didn't forget my bling. That's not okay. Gotta have some little crystally sand. There we go. All good. Thank you. Okay. Last one here. Okie dokie. Same thing. We're going to put those couple of strips of adhesive up here. I do love the tear and tape. We used to have something that we called red line tape. I think it was called sticky tape. I don't remember, but it was, whoa, it had like a plastic red lining instead of the kind of white paper. And it was a bear to get that red lining off. And the moment you stuck anything to it, it was there for good. Like there was no coming back from it. So the tear and tape, while it is a strong adhesive, is a little more forgiving. And you do have, some time to maybe correct an error. and it's much easier to get the tape off. And the red line tape, we also had to cut with scissors. You couldn't tear it. So I much prefer this. All right, so we've got our fun little sunset or sunrise, whichever. Sound like Fiddler on the Roof. Put that into our little valley. And we have a sailboat. I love this card. I love the silhouette of a sailboat. It makes me think it must be sunset, right? Because I feel like it wouldn't be quite so silhouette-y at sunrise. I may be wrong. It's been known to happen once. Alrighty. I also wanted to remind you all that bonus days ends today. So if you have not placed an order in July, through tonight, for every $50 you order, you get a $5 coupon to spend it in August. So free stuff, basically, right? That's awesome. So if you have not placed your order, I definitely don't wait. As soon as in fact, if you have to leave me, you can come back and watch the rest. That's fine. But otherwise, as soon as I'm done, hop on over to my store. The link is in the video description, and grab at least $50 worth of stuff, right? Who doesn't have at least $50 worth of stuff on their wish list? And then you can get $5 free next month, which starts tomorrow. How awesome is that? You don't even need to wait to use your coupon. You can use it tomorrow. You will get your coupon in an email. It'll be like a coupon code or codes, depending on how much you spend. And so make sure you save that email. You can screenshot it if you want and just put it in an album in your phone marked coupons. And that way you'll know where they are. I have a few to spend starting tomorrow, so that's fun for me. Oops, forgot my glue dot. It's another reason I love the Take Your Pick tool. You can just kind of hop back there and add a glue dot really easily without, doing like hand yoga. Alrighty, so we've got the major components here, and we need to stamp our greeting, which is on the longer banner. So they gave us, so anytime you have a paper pumpkin kit has stamping, which normally it does because you get a stamp set as part of your kit, they usually give you at least one extra of everything you're going to stamp on. So like for these banners, there was 4 of them. Well, I only need 3, but they always give you an extra. So just in case, your hand slips or whatever, you've got an extra shot at it, which is nice. All right, so what are they telling us here? Sending an ocean of love. I think I might change this one. Oh, because I love this. Because I'm a punster. And this one says, I see brighter days ahead, SEA. So I love that. So we're going to do that. So you'll notice this one kind of goes all the way side to side on my block, which is fine. But I'm actually going to do it diagonally because that way I'll be able to see it better to line it up on the banner. So occasionally you will get larger stamps, but you can always use your block diagonally and get more coverage. So they will never send you anything in a paper pumpkin kit that needs a bigger block than a size D block. I love that. I'm sure I'm probably going to find that seashell like on the floor or something later too, so no big deal. I just knew I had everything set beforehand. Okay, so that is our stamp set. And I love also the stamp sets that you get in paper pumpkin kits are exclusive stamp sets. You can't purchase them anywhere else on the website or anything like that. They only come in the paper pumpkin kits. So if you like one, I'm going to tell you, well, you should be a subscriber because they're pretty fabulous. All right, little tear and tape on the back of our banner. So while this kit is a little tougher to maneuver through with the fun fold part of it, even this kit would be great for like kids to put together. Parents, or grandparents, adults, whatever, could help them with the fun fold card base, but they could certainly put the rest of this all together and even do stamping. I mean, I've told you guys before, the grand boys do love the stamping. So James loves a project. He's so cute. Can we go down and do projects? So yeah, they've recently discovered that I actually have like kits down here. So I'm kind of glad I don't just put them all together right away, because sometimes they want to make a card or something. They want to make something that I think has instructions, because they're at that age where they start getting craft kits like at the library or from school. And so they want to do projects. It's very cute. All right, so this little starfish is going to tuck back there. And then we've got a seashell. Oh, I think this seashell was for the other card. We're going to put it on this one. I'm going rogue, people. All right, and a little bit of bling. Let's put the topper on my pokey tool. I have successfully not poked myself with it all night, so that's pretty good. Not going to tempt fate, though. I need to advance some putty. All right. Let go. There we go. I love this putty tip, but sometimes it gets a little aggressive on me. And there we go, our third and final card from the kit. And the one I put together over the weekend pretty much matches it, except for that extra seashell and the different saying. See, how cute is that? I love it. I love a pun. Much to the chagrin of some of my family and friends. But that's okay. This is me. That's who I am. I do have a couple of alternative cards. So first of all, we've got this fun one. So I literally took that back panel from one of those cards and just cut a piece of crumb cake that goes side to side, stamped right on it, used a couple of the other guys, popped that one up on dimensionals, and then just trimmed it in a little bit of white and with a crumb cake card base. Super simple to do. And now for my favorite. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just love this one so much. Hello, Sunshine. And it's a shaker card. How fun is that? So there's a lot of retired stuff inside here because I didn't have a lot of shaker components. You might recognize the little frosted dots. So those are current. But then I had these little candy kind of pieces. I think they were part of an ice cream suite. And then I had these cool little gems that were part of the Waves of Inspiration suite when it first came out. And so I literally stuck those, as you can see. I actually, pasted those onto the back so that there would always be some kind of bling, even if the card was sitting. And then if you start shaking it, you just get all sorts of fun. I stamped the sun from the stamp set that came in the kit. I did a little ink blending with my blending brushes and then just used components from the kit. So super, super fun. And that was actually on the back of your instructions. So for anybody that got the kit, there's their version. They used Daffodil Delight. I am not a huge yellow person, so I thought, I wonder how it would look with the green, because there is some green like in the beach ball and the pail handle. So I just added green instead. And yeah, added, and I wanted that Adirondack chair because I felt like somebody should be sitting under that beach umbrella. And then the other one is the same kind of concept as this, except for I went for the crumb cake instead of the pool party. And I obviously used the Adirondack chair on the other one, so I decided palm trees for this. And you'll also get, I don't know if you noticed this if you subscribe, but they will tell you the coordinating Stampin' Up! Colors. so that if you do want to do some alternative cards like I did, you know exactly how to match your colors. They give you some alternatives here. And if you go to paperpumpkinhowto.com, which is the blog, they will tell you kind of, how to put those together. So there's some good information there. All sorts of fun things to do with the paper pumpkin. And next month, August, we will have our Meaningful Flowers kit, which has forget-me-nots and lotus blossom images. So that's going to be very exciting. And it comes with an extra free stamp set. So you'll get 2 stamp sets in August. So I highly recommend you pop over to paperpumpkin.com. Actually, if you want to, pop up here. Hi there, friends. If you look in the video description, there is a personalized link to go subscribe to Paper Pumpkin through me. And if you do that by the 10th, you'll be getting the August kit with those pretty flowers. So there's a few options for you. You can just do the monthly subscription. This is how you would do that. And it'll just automatically charge your credit card or debit card on like the 11th or 12th, the first business day after the 10th, every month. And you can cancel it or pause it anytime you want. There's no, obligation for a certain amount of time. So that's fine. If, however, you want to do some prepaid, you can do that at my regular shop and just look at the Paper Pumpkin option under the menu. For that, we have 1, 3, 6, or 12-month prepaid subscriptions. The cool part about that is they're great for gift giving. So if you know somebody that likes crafts or maybe wants some parent-child, activities to do, this would be great for them. You can buy like a 1-month prepaid subscription at my shop and then send them the code that you get with the link, and they can just go on the link, sign up, put in the code, boom, they've got a 1-month subscription. And if they want to continue it after that, absolutely they can. If you purchase, let's see, a 3, 6, or 12-month subscription today, you would get a at least 1 or more coupons to spend in August. So because that would be more than 50. And with a 12-month subscription, you also get Stampin' Rewards. So basically, you're your own host. So you'd get some freebies on top of that. So some different options. And if you have any questions, go ahead and send me a message or drop a comment. I'm always here to answer any questions you have. And there are, quite a few things quite a few variables here with Paper Pumpkin, but it's super, super fun. I love it. And it's also portable. So if you like to camp or you travel a lot, or maybe you want to bring it with you to your grandkids and put it together with them, it's super portable. Like I said, just throw a pair of scissors in the box and you're good to go. All right. That is all I have for you tonight, my dears. Until next week, I am still Nan Gerlitz. Happy stamping.